welcome back to Talk with Nia. So we have some stuff to get into that went on over the weekend. So Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny are rumored to be dating. If this is true, would y'all be here for Kendall snatching up Bad Bunny? But one thing about Kendall Jenner is that she will always have a man, okay? Now let's move on. So Trey Trax, who is a producer, who produced Saucy Santana's Material Girl and Walk and a lot of other songs for Saucy Santana. He also produced songs by Destior, Boozy, and Lotto. And he said that him and Lotto are like Timbaland and Missy Elliott. Well, Saucy Santana didn't think so and replied, "Who said that?" Who said that? So I don't know what made Saucy Santana say that. I don't know if there's some issues going on. I doubt it though. But what do y'all think about Lotto's new song? Have y'all had a chance to listen to it in this new direction she is going in? Now let's move on to Lola Brooke and Billy B. Now these two ladies are on the song Don't Play With It. But honestly, you probably wouldn't have even realized that this isn't just Lola Brooke's song because she only performs the song by herself and we barely ever hear Billy B's verse get played at the club. I mean, me, honestly, when I heard the song, I only heard Lola's part, so I thought it was her song until the video came out and then I saw it was another girl on it and I'm like, oh, maybe she added somebody on the song later on. But no, these two girls were on this song from jump. Now, there's some issues going on, okay? And I don't know if they have beef, but things definitely don't seem to be on a good note between them. Now, they both spoke about, how the two of them don't perform the song together and if there's any potential issues between these two. Listen to this.
Yeah, so, all right. I had the record and I was going to do a second verse to it, but I'm like, I could do it, but I don't know, like I want to put somebody else on it. And she just came to mind because I've always told her like, yo, when you get back outside, we need to show Brooklyn like we lit, like we be doing this shit. So automatically she came to my head first. And I sent her the record, she sent it back like really fast. And then we just put it out.
How's y'all relationship? Because the media says that y'all like clashing and stuff like that. And when I spoke to her, it was nothing bad. It was no bad blood. You understand? And my understanding of it is you two guys just didn't communicate with each other. So a lot of times maybe this here and this here. You understand? And I've never heard from you.
Yeah, because I don't let the internet like get to me or make me feel a certain way about somebody that I know personally. So I just leave that to the internet.
But how would you say your relationship is?
Right now?
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty cool. Like, I still consider her my sis. Like, I fucks with Billy B. That's the only reason why I put her on Don't Play With It, because I felt like it could have been a moment for me and her. So.
The reason why because, me speaking to her, and we all have mutual friends. And I think, a large part is misunderstanding. And I'm a very big advocate of all of us being cool because I feel like, we always want to go far together. Right. And somebody gets cold, somebody gets hot, and we can all pick each other up.
All pick each other up.
Yes, that's just how I feel. When you perform at certain places, do you feel that it's old for you to reach out and say, hey, come perform with me?
I would love for her to be everywhere I perform at. I would love it. But right now, I'm just getting my foot through the door. So I'm like, yo, sis, I got us. I'm about to go crazy. Don't worry. I'm coming back for you. Like, but right now, I don't have control. Anything that I have control of, what? Billy, let's go. But I don't have control over a lot of things. And I know, like, to the people in the internet, it seems so big. But if you was to be in my camp, you'll understand that we still like trying to fight for
yourself. People were saying that you were upset or bothered. I would use that word, bothered, by Lola Brooke having performances and somewhat not including you. Or let me not say her having performances. Performances are being done and you're not included.
I said performances in New York City.
Okay, that's fine. New York City.
She gonna perform all over the world.
Understood.
But it wasn't just typically something that I said, something a lot of people say to me. And, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's New York City, baby. Like, come on now. Like, no show at all. But that wasn't really it's a whole, you know, it was more to it. But that's the TikTok that I made.
What's the more to it? I'm confused. Because to me, right, we live in the same town, and I'm pretty sure that y'all have each other's phone numbers and things like that, right? So it's nothing but a phone call. Yo, what's up? You know, unless the relationship is not where, you know, and sometimes we might get it confused because, you know, I've done things for people that may not really be my friend. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think that's basically what it was. Okay. I thought that our relationship was a little deeper than what it was, but it's strictly business, which is legitimate. Like it is what it is.
The main word that you said in that conversation is think. And I think that, and I'm using that word think, sometimes conversations is key, you know, and you know, it could be, I don't know who's older or who's the big homie and who's the little homie, but you know, sometimes a person could be like, hey, well, me and you just sit down and have a conversation. We can sit and eat. We can eat at Julon, Seacoast, whatever.
Listen, we all grown, right? Actions speak very loud. Actions speak loud. Same way somebody felt something, another person could have felt the same. Like, it go both ways. Like,
I agree.
It's a lot. It's hard for me to really get into everything without explaining the whole story.
Well, let me say this, right? In my mind, right, there's some things that I wish I would have explained the whole story, but at this point in my career, it's too late for me to explain the story because then I would sound like a hater or bitter. And sometimes,
I mean, if you explain the story, maybe people might understand.
Well, I think it's too, in my case, I think it's a little too late. I think here is fresh. And when I say fresh, it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, a person could look at you and be like, oh, you know, you mad because things is moving and, you know, you're not getting on the train. You understand what I'm saying? So, just me, I'm a person, people always say I'm like the peacemaker. I love everybody getting along together and different things like that. Not saying
I mean, I love everybody getting along together too. I done collab with damn near every up and coming female artist in the city. Like, that's the whole point that I be trying to push. Like, that's the whole point I be trying to push. So for me to get on the track with an up and coming artist, we're not too, Don't Play With is both of our biggest songs.
Understood.
So if we both coming up together, certain things morally, we should probably do together, you know, especially when it's in the city. If it's outside the city, all of that we two separate artists. So it's not like, oh, we're the Bopsy twins or we the city girls. Like, that's not the case. So there's going to be things that get done on each end that's out of everybody's control. But certain things, certain situations, I just feel like sometimes you can make a call. You can make an executive decision on your end.
It start with the two people. And I'm not going to harp on it through this whole time we're talking. It's just that I think that it starts with two people, and the two people are you and her. You understand? We could look at managers, we could look at labels, different things like that, you know. And,
we had very small conversations where
recently.
No, not recently. I mean, I seen her today, but we didn't have no conversation. But
well, why wouldn't that be a conversation? That would be the first thing I would say to a person.
Listen, man, I don't know. But
did y'all shake hands and hug?
No.
Okay.
But before, because people are always like, oh, why you in court? Why you in court? We've had well, okay, she texted me one day and she told me something
recently or a while ago.
No, this is before.
Okay.
This is
understood.
This is like like January. She texted me and she told me this is about like the performance, about the song shit. What she told me, it was clear as day. Like, oh yeah, you could go perform the song by yourself. So that means that when you perform, it's not like I ain't bringing you. Like that's what that means.
Well,
let me
say this, right? Let me say this, and I'm not.
So what I'm supposed to say?
Well, what would you think would be the reason?
I don't know.
Because I'm gonna give you an example, right? Not saying that this is what it is, right? So I have some friends, right, that I know that I can't bring them places because they drink too much or they do stupid stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So
I've never been.
I'm not saying the drunk part.
Anybody in any situation.
Do you think it's any type? Because I'm trying to mind boggle this.
See how confused you are?
Yes,
that's how confused I am too.
Okay.
That's how confused I am too.
Okay. Well, listen,
and that's how confused a lot of people in the world are.
I'm not gonna harp on this. I'll say this part and close it on my end. I feel that. I hope that one of you two guys are going to be like the big homie and reach out to each other and square this away on a positive note. That's all I'm going to say when it comes from me. Right? So now let's just get back to Billy B, right? So now,
Now, if Lola Brooke is being booked to do this song by herself, then okay. But I kind of understand where Billy B is coming from when she says that there's a show in New York, because they both clearly live there. Then she doesn't understand why she's not invited. Like, what is the mix-up here? However, if it is true that people are only booking Lola specifically, then I don't know. But they definitely need to have a conversation about this. It just seems like they're both assuming what the other one is thinking, and they both just need to pick up the phone. Now let's move on. Young Miami tweets out that the City Girls are coming. So we recently spoke about the interview that JT did with Angie Martinez, and it kind of left people feeling like, things are up in the air about the City Girls. She said that they weren't breaking up or anything like that, but it just left you up in the air.
Right, but there's no breakups.
No, we are figuring out that we are powerful together and we are powerful separate, so we can make money both.
And we just wanted to know if they were truly okay, but it looks like they're going to be dropping some stuff soon. Now, let's talk about Rihanna. So Rihanna's dad let people know that he found out about Rihanna's pregnancy at her Super Bowl halftime performance. Now, I know Rihanna, she probably doesn't have the best relationship with her dad, right? Especially after all the nonsense he was trying to pull back then. I honestly wasn't surprised if he found out through the halftime Super Bowl performance. Remember when Rihanna was basically in a lawsuit with her dad for misusing her name to benefit his own entertainment company and was booking shows for her and she didn't even know about it? And it was ruining her relationships with venues and promoters. And she sued him back in 2019 for false advertising and invasion of privacy. I mean, she dropped the suit. They settled it outside of court. But, it was insane. So they definitely had some drama in the past for sure. So maybe they just don't have the best relationship where she don't pick up the phone and tell him, hey, I'm pregnant, okay? Now, let's move on to Chloe Bailey. So Chloe Bailey is under fire again. People are accusing her of photoshopping her recent photos from her NBA performance. And we talked about that, her performance there. And Chloe clapped back and said, I love you too. It's the combo and a corset, latex, and a lower angle. I love my body when I have extra weight on me, and I love my body when I get snatched because I'm dancing a lot. The videos match. I love editing, but I have been working hard on my body. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. So a lot of people felt that she was photoshopping her body and everything like that. I felt like the video versus her pictures did not match. Speaking of Chloe, she was recently under fire for announcing a collaboration with Chris Brown, and Chris Brown was under fire again too. So a fan wanted to get into her VIP section at a club that Chris Brown was going to be at, and she went on TikTok and said that they weren't allowing black girls in the club.
Guys, I had to end up vlogging tonight, innit? Because basically we were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. Hey, my leg. We were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. We got there was thousands of girls lining up there, thousands of girls. And they're not getting in. And we were supposed to be on the VIP guest list. I'll give you guys a... Don't go to fucking... What's it called? Proud lane, proud whatever.
They forgot to tell us black girls ain't allowed.
They said no black girls allowed.
They're literally handpicking these white girls.
No black girls allowed. No black girls allowed. What do you guys have to say?
London, you are shagging my life. Yeah? Shag. Chris Brown, what happened to Chris Brown, man?
Chris Brown is that?
That's been Chris Brown. It's Chris Black.
Well, once social media got a wind of the girl's TikTok, it was taken as if Chris Brown was not allowing black girls in the club. And then Chris Brown responded with a video saying, stop it. I have black queens all around me. And he showed a video of him in the club. But the caption of the girl's TikTok actually said, tonight was too funny. By the way, we are not saying this is Chris Brown's fault. The promoters for the club weren't professional at all. So social media on Instagram was spinning it as if this was Chris Brown's fault, but in reality, it's the promoters. So it all really doesn't make Chris Brown look good, because this isn't the first time something like this has come up with Chris Brown and, black women and stuff like that. This is not the first time. So I think that's why people were so quick to jump to that conclusion. But either way, it doesn't make him look good. So that is all that I have for today. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.